So as someone who does a lot of tech videos and tech reviews, I have no issue saying this genuinely might be the steal of the century. So this is the Tronsmart MIRTUNE S100 portable outdoor speaker, and it's not more so the fact that it actually is really great sound quality. It's more so the fact that you get this entire package for such little price. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's the only affordable speaker out there, but with a lot of these companies like Sony's and whatnot, they like to upmark the price and just charge exorbitant fees, whereas this is actually really affordable at the same time, still maintaining a really great high quality audio broadcast at the same time as having just awesome quality in general. So instead of having the strap, it has the little handheld over there, and I'm not going to say it does the job entirely as well as having an actual strap would be, but it at least is decent enough to be easy to carry around. Now don't get me wrong, I also would have personally preferred a strap, but these are the type of trade-offs that you have to be willing to make when it comes to reducing prices. And it has a 50-watt speaker, and I'm not even an audiophile, and this is one of those speakers that would push me over the edge to kind of start jumping more into that niche because it just sounds so incredible. It has 20-hour battery life, which for speakers that is a lot. I know right now with the headphones, like some of them are pushing like 100 hours plus, but 20 hours is more than ample enough for speakers. It also has a built-in power bank, which that doesn't really add to the speaker itself, right? Like it doesn't make the sound quality better or anything, but it's at least like a good enough just in case you wanted to charge your phone. So it kind of adds to the versatility at least. It also has a customizable EQ, which for me, I generally tend not to use the EQ, or at least initially, because I just like to hear how the speaker sounds at first, just how it sounds raw, just so I could get a feel of it. Because once you start messing around with the EQ, then you kind of like personalize it, and it sounds a little different from the original sound that it had. Of course, the most important part of speakers is always going to be the audio. The other stuff, yeah, can do good in the build quality and all that, but the audio quality is always going to be the most important thing. So with this speaker, the audio quality is phenomenal. Like it's literally is what makes this a steal. Okay, maybe not of the century, but this speaker is just so good. It's just worth recommending to anybody. You can use it via aux, you can plug USB, and you can use USB-C as well. But those aren't even the most important things. For me, the thing that stood out is just how great quality the speaker is in general. And low-key, it's just a breath of fresh air to see that. And it's not as if the speaker is heavy anyways, so carrying it around is going to be light work. Plus, you could always just put it in a backpack or something. And it's not the worst trade-off in the world. There could be some that just make the speaker just unusable, but not having a strap isn't going to be the worst thing. And it has RGB lighting, and all I say for that is it looks cool, it adds ambience, and it just makes something look more appealing. But does it add to the overall quality? No, no, it does not. But it looks cool, and it just makes the whole difference. Like if you ever use like for example your computer speakers, or even just using your TV in general, and then you switch over to a good pair of sonic speakers that just makes everything sound more immersive and just sound better. It's like once you go over that edge, you really can't go back. It changes your standard because then like once you listen to something that sounds really good, going to something that sounds basic or not decent, it just makes the whole difference because then you're just like, man, like you can't listen to things the same. It's kind of like a double-edged sword because at that point you just start to become too critical of everything, and it just seems like you can't enjoy normal audio. But anyways, you just kind of become that one person that starts to criticize everything. Like you don't criticize it audibly, but you criticize it in your head, but everyone can visually see you criticizing it. I'll say that's what it's like when you use these speakers, at least because it just gives you a different feel to audio in general, where if you go to something that sounds lesser quality, you're going to be the one with that visual judgment going on. Listen, if you're running through 20 hours of battery life in a single day, I don't even like, I'm at how you doing that? And I just like to get the audio feel of it raw, just so I could hear how it sounds initially, and then compare it to, if I start to mess around with the equalizer, if it really makes that big of a difference. And the bass is what I say makes all the difference with the speaker, honestly. So my bottom line for the speaker is you don't even have to be an audiophile to like it. It's very affordable. The sound quality is phenomenal. On top of that, like when you start comparing it to like even the higher brands, like okay, well, they're gonna charge you a fortune, whereas you really don't have to pay that much for this one. So for me personally, I think that's a no-brainer. But then again, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. Khadija, what about?